Uh-oh. Oh, man. Hello there and welcome. We're glad to have you here with us for the assembly of Digger's S-Scale cabin with the full interior. And I meant to have a countdown and an intro video and all that. None of that worked. And starting a little late because I had to restart my router. And I had good connection, and then I didn't. And now it's back to good again. So hopefully it'll stay that way. Thank y'all for being here with us. This is the base of Uncle Digger's cabin, and we've got the rest of it here to assemble. And these are the interior pieces that have been completed and painted, complete with a fireplace with a hearth and wood in there. And so we'll probably take a little bit better look at all the interior pieces before we put them in. Um, I think I can't decide if I'm going to. Hey Lee, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Um, I got the little cabin here. Maybe I'll switch to the other layout. Well, before I do start putting the walls on and everything, I have a fairly stable connection right now. So let's see here. All right. And let's see how we're doing. Let me get this down like that, maybe. And so we have I'll set it right here. We have an S scale chair. Thank you, Lee. Um, we have two S scale chairs. Going to go ahead and set them in a safe place. Let's get a box. Now I'm going to try to get this thing together pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. AJ will be here in a little bit. She's on a play date right now. Oh, hold on. I wanted to show y'all some of this. Here's the table. I'll put this back here. We can use this. There's your S-scale dining table. This is just like an island bar counter. Some cabinets. Then you got your bed, wooden base, and here. And John actually suggested I use the brush on the bottom, and I didn't end up doing that, but was just kind of forgotten, had untaped the blue and didn't want to go back and do it. But so we got a bed. We have a nightstand with a kerosene lantern. Another nightstand with a kerosene lantern. Have a couch. Uh-oh, it's going to be hard to get. We have a fireplace with hearth and wood in the fireplace. Everybody check that out. Hey, John, how you doing? Um, Good to see you. I kind of feel like I should go back through these again, but here we go. And then we've got the rug. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, I got the put one of each up here and put this here. And put this here. And I can put this here. And minus table, which is here. There we go. That's pretty much everything that's not duplicated. Waiting for the delay to catch up. All right. So, as I mentioned, AJ is going to be back before too much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this put together because I will shut this down before she gets here. And so we'll get the furniture out. I need to put the windows in. I already got the back one in, the big one. But these, I have the windows inside the frame. These fit in there pretty good. They don't like snap in, but they fit in there pretty good. This can go ahead and go in there as well. And I'm going to wait to put the chimney on because I like to know exactly where it needs to be. And so what we'll do is we'll put the window frames on and the door and the door frame. And we will allow that to dry just a second. And then we'll probably pull this up. And what I'm going to do is I've got recessions cut out here, but the fireplace and the this cabinet set here that's in the corner, they go all the way out to the edge. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in. They're not going to be dry yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in. I want them to be in when I put the walls in so I don't have to fight with the walls to get them in place. All right, I'm going to probably go ahead and switch back to the other view and then we'll get ready to put it together. All right. Yeah, I had a real bad connection and I restarted the network and it made a big difference. So I was thinking it was the computer. So I did I was scheduled at 1:15 and I changed it to 1:30 because I wanted to restart the computer. And that can sometimes take longer than others. And then when that came back on, I still had a poor connection. So I changed it from 1:15 to 1:45 so I could restart the network. Here we are. And I don't know if you were in here earlier, John, but AJ's she's on a play date and she's with grandma, but she's on a play date with her cousin. And she'll be back in a little bit. And I shut this down by then. So I kind of went in and I'm going to be sharing this link with the friend of mine that I'm doing this for, Miss Sandra. And so it means that the build went very well and I shared the link with you. Welcome. And so she'd be watching the replay if I get lucky and this goes together well, all in one sitting. And if we don't Uh-oh. Let me check the, thank you, John. Hopefully it is, I don't know what I hope it is, actually. Hopefully it'll just won't last long. That's what we hope. I heard pop. Little snap's good to hear. Let me see something. We got a good connection and everything. All right. All right. Yeah, it sometimes does that. I don't know why either. Go figure. All right. Put a little bit of glue in here. Get this guy in here because it's an easy one. I like the easy ones. All right, let's make sure we're lined up. Yeah, we are. Here. This might, I mean, this could like go together in 15 minutes, but it could also not. Just depends. I got there is a new piece that the beam that goes across the middle, it's really long. This guy right here. This is this has been resized, and so I honestly don't know if that's going to fit or not. The model can kind of be done without it, but it's got to be on there eventually. Let's see if we can get it to pop in there at all. I didn't hear this one snap. Go in there though. I'm trying to be careful and not touch the window filament in there. This is, I put it in here. I had to cut it really exact, but because this is going to have the interior, I didn't want to have the window filament back here because the interior is going to be viewed. And so because of that, I just wanted to find a different way to do the windows because it doesn't look real. I mean, it looks fine on the outside, but it just doesn't look real good on the inside. Make sure we don't have. That might have caused us some trouble. And so I am off work this week, and I'm very, very happy about that. And I am going to be streaming a good bit. I've got a series coming up on the Winter Park Balcony House Ski Lodge. I am doing one, if not maybe two in scale and assembled. And for sure one's already printed. And so what I'm going to do over the break is I'm going to do a live stream series where I assemble that whole thing. Actually wants that thing because he saw the picture shows the snow, you know, and he wants with snow. He wants a snowy diorama around it, and so it's got a 2-foot footprint by itself. And then we're going to put a diorama around that if he decides to do it. That'll be another series. We'll be doing that. That wouldn't be starting for a minute, but another ski lodge. I haven't done one since I did mine, an assembled one. I've sent many out, but I haven't done one assembled yet. And hopefully these things go in place like they're supposed to. You know what I'm gonna probably do? Well, I'm gonna knock this down a bit, but I can actually put a little step in there. There's probably enough space for a little step up, which would be cool. We're really trying to make this look good for Miss Sandra, so we hope it does. It's not for her. Miss Sandra is a friend of mine who's getting this as a gift for a friend of hers, and so we're really hoping that we can do a good job for her, because she's got to have something she can be proud of to hand off, if you see what I'm saying. And we're gonna be too close to Christmas for her to get another gift if she doesn't like mine. But if this goes together fine, I'm sure she'll be happy. Just trying to wet it. Yeah, I'm jealous. AJ's on a play date with her cousin and her grandma and my uncle and all that. And they're eating out right now at tacos. They're having Mexican. And I said, John, I said, Mama, will you bring me back some tacos? She said, No, I've got some taco soup at home I'll give you. I mean, now I do appreciate it, and the taco soup's really good, and I'm actually really happy about that. But I mean, come on, she could have got me some tacos, you know? Although money doesn't go on trees, and it is Christmas time. I will say that. And the reason why I say that is because 50-something-year-old Brian asked his mama for a loco for Christmas. I did. A Cotto. Actually, if I'm being honest, I asked for two. Thank goodness Santa still comes because I believe. But the restaurant they're at's pretty good too, and I really wanted to do this. I actually didn't get invited to go anyway, to be perfectly honest. But they had been on a journey for a couple hours. Hey, Mystic just uploaded a short, it looks like. So after the stream, we'll go check that out. That's Mystic Railroad. And I think Monday I'm probably gonna stream. No, John. That was, I mean, because I'd like to have some more, and so, it was. I've got a razor that's broken, and not broken, but it's I'm having to kind of um I have to kind of rig it up so it will and it won't change because the thing's broken. The thing that raises it and lowers it. And not to get too personal, but I do my beard and my head on different levels. And so what I got to do is put tape around it to lock it in place. And that's not ideal, first of all. And so anyway, I let mom know about that because that was a gift she had gotten me for Christmas. And I broke it. It's not like it broke. And I told her about it because I was whining and fussing and complaining because that's what I do when something like that happens. And so she said, Well, do you want another one for Christmas? And I'm thinking, I got one last year for Christmas. I'm not doing that again. So I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing to make it work. And I asked for locos, Cotto locos to be exact, F7s to be exact too. And you can't beat the price of the Milwaukee set. It's one, 129 maybe or something. Don't go buy the last one, dang it. My mama better not come on and say they all sold out. I'm gonna come looking for each and every one of y'all, make y'all sign a note saying you didn't go buy it. All right. Those went in pretty well. I can't complain about that. I shortened this door on purpose, and I I might have shortened it a little more than I wanted to, but it does leave itself. I can't have the door higher than any higher than the frame though. That wouldn't make sense. So you'd have to step over the frame. Although I guess there is a little place you step over when you go into a door. And so I can make and can do this after the fact. I can make a little 1.5 millimeter just step up, you know, as you go in there, and that I can put that right in here and that'll look good, I think. All right, so what did I say I was going to do next? Okay. So I'm gonna set this stuff over here. And I said that I was going to do this. The fireplace and the 90-degree. Yeah. And if you look, the other ones are, I mean, to get a single is like $90 or 94 almost even. So I was like, I was going to just get a single because I felt bad asking. But then with the doubles being like 130, I was like, I didn't feel bad about asking just because, it's such a much better deal. I mean, in truth. And I would have been happy with a single one. I want to run 2 trains at once. Or 3 if possible, but I've got to something keeps happening every time I get a new one. The other ones stop working so good, and it might just because the new one works so well. But the last Milwaukee set I have is still working well. So, so I see what I was worried about a little bit. I wanted to get that kind of in place and drying because what I don't want to happen is when I put the wall on, I don't want to have to fight to get this in place because if it doesn't sit right, that's going to be a problem because it won't look right if it doesn't sit right. And this is the same way here. And I did not leave a whole lot of space. And when we're talking about a whole lot, I'm talking about probably 1/10 of a millimeter. Because I didn't want there to be any space between the two. But I did try to make sure that they're not gonna connect. All right. And now really the others can wait. And I almost, John, I will ask you if you think, and Lee, if you're still here as well, do you think I should do all the furniture now and then go do the walls? Or should I do the walls and put the furniture in? Because these places aren't too hard to reach and get to. It was just these corners that I was worried about. But it might make sense to go ahead and do all the furniture now and do the walls around them too. I'm just scared I'm going to bump them around when I'm doing the walls, but I could be careful. Although I'm not really good at being careful. We'll see how this goes. First and foremost, we'll see how this acts here or this way. So we should match. Okay, I'm with you. That looks like that matches up pretty well. I do see a little space back there, but I was trying to make sure that. And then what I might be able to do is, we'll see. All right. Just want to wet it. All right. I won't put any on the bottom, but I will put them on the 45s. All right. This one's not in place here. These bigger models, you can really get them accurate. I mean, I'm jealous of S-scale people, John. There's absolutely no light bleed. I mean, this thing connects so well at this size. I mean, I've got this 45 comes exactly where it's supposed to, and this 45 comes exactly where it's supposed to. If you look down on that, there ain't no light. Nope. Let's make sure. Uh-oh, that was silly. It's okay, though. It goes right back. And the glue is stickier the next time. It's had a little time to dry. Now I moved it again. Golly. If I just leave it alone, it would have been fine. I'm embarrassing myself. The G forces of the spin pulls it apart. All right. Now I'll do what I'm supposed to do and count. And if I hold it to a 30 Mississippi count, I can let it go. If it doesn't move in the 30 Mississippi count, if it moves anywhere in the 30 Mississippi count, I have to start back over. And in, because that'll create problems for the roof. What are those 3-2-1 blocks? Is that what they're called? Thank you, Lee. I need to get some of those. At least one of them. So like I can slide them in these corners and make sure that this is perfectly vertical. 1-2-3 blocks. You know I'm gonna say it wrong. Now what I want to do is take the I better spin it slow. What I want to do is take the chimney and pull it back just a little bit. But I guarantee you with the that also makes me wonder. Let me check this. Make sure this isn't leaning this way. I can bring that in a little this way. Then I want to take one drop and put it right there and let it roll down the back of that chimney and see if I can't get. But I want to make sure it doesn't look like it's leaning, and it might. So we're gonna. Oh wait, I got some room. That's good. Oh, I got some room. I do want to make sure it doesn't look like it's leaning. Machinist squares. No, it doesn't look like it's leaning. That's good. Come back out just a little. All right. And I did, John. You were exactly right about cutting this. I could now with this one, I'd have to do something a little different, or just have to redo this one cutout here. But I could cut 2 millimeters off the bottom because I would do the bottom and not the top, obviously. But I could cut 2 millimeters off the bottom of every wall. Come in here and ungroup and move this base out probably a millimeter each side, and that should have come maybe 2. I don't know if I do half or 2, but anyway, we could look into that. But yeah, that would fix it. And to be honest, I have, because of the log texture, it actually sticks out over the base anyway. So I'm gonna. That fell so many times, I'm letting it have extra time to dry because I didn't like that. But I'm good at bloopers, so. All right. Which way? Which way does it go? You got 3 on the bottom. There we go. All right, this way. As long as I get these right, they fit better for some reason. Imagine that if you turn the piece the right way, it fits better. And I kind of wet these up pretty good because I do like them to have something to stick to. And so I'm gonna just bring this here and just slide it into place. What I want to make sure of is that I'm matched up here, which I am, and that the fit, oh, it fit. That's nice. No trouble with the whatever that is, the cabinets counters fitting. I don't see any light. And the reason why it's a big deal that we don't see light in this one, because if at all possible, we don't want to use interior inserts that we normally use on these corners. Now, I could do a really good one, a clean one, that would kind of just look like not paneling, molding. So you like them too, Lee? Are they expensive? Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it kind of convertible-ish and do the rest of the thing. So we have a bed that belongs here. I'm excited to do this. This is taking a a minute to put together. So I'm trying to keep it where y'all can see it at home. Let's see. All right. I wonder if the Amazon has a pair of blocks for under 20. Oh, that's cool. I was thinking it was probably in the 30, close to 40 range. That's good to hear. It's good to hear Amazon has it too, because you can usually find a way to get shipping free that way. All right, we will get the lantern probably closest to the bed. Seems to make sense to me. And you know, I don't think somebody, it was AJ's Trains was mentioning that the recession's in here. They wanted to sit on the floor like it was supposed to, but you really can't tell. Kind of looks like it's supposed to. They are pretty tight. There's not much space around them, and man, it makes it easier to put them in place. Kind of fun too, because they got a place they belong. So I'm gonna leave the cabinet part facing out towards the walkway, and I'm gonna have the shelves that you could have your pots and pans stuff inside on facing the back towards other cabinets, because that makes sense to me. All right, I will go with the rug, then the couch, then the next table. So the rug matches the bedspread. So our mountain man is coordinating. And actually, this was interior decorated, or the interior decor was chosen by a young lady, not myself. What was going where and stuff, pretty much. She picked all that. I know she picked what's in here. I don't. She might not have. I might have organized it, but I can't recall. There was a lot of messages that took place over figuring out how to get all this like we wanted it. If you can imagine that, probably wouldn't be hard to. All right, we'll put this one closer to the couch, I would think, for reading or such. We don't have a TV in here. I didn't think about that, but I don't know exactly I don't know the exact era. I just know that these things are okay to go with it. And I would, oh, okay, I'm getting a taco. Whoop, whoop. I just got word I'm getting a taco. I'm not scared to eat leftovers at all, especially from there. All right. I got a little tiny bit deeper hole where the chairs go and where the table goes. I really need my tweezers. But it goes in pretty easy. AJ's got her own set of these to play with. John's always good, I think. He's had some great news in the field of athletics lately, so he's pretty happy about that, I think. He has a athletics. Just say that. I don't want to divulge too much information. In trouble. I would. Can y'all see that at all in here? And then let's see. Let's try this. If I dare. Let's see, can you? I don't know how good you can see that or not. Under $20. Wow, that'll work. That's my kind of money right there, John. We'll do a quick transition just so I would like to, because I'm about to close it up and it's going to be a lot harder to see. So let's try this for a minute. Before we get there we go. All right. Let's see. Where can I move this? There we go. Wait, is that the right way? Yeah. Because that other camera's in the way, isn't it? With it right here. Huh. I'll go switch it. All right. Go back to here. We keep fluctuating between 3 and 5, and I don't know I don't know if we got 5 in here all the time, or if two new ones come in and come out. I don't want to say anything because I don't know who it is. All right. We've got to do the front wall, and then we got to do the deck railings, and the back of this one I got a smudge on, and man, I couldn't get it off. And so we're going to have to you know what I'm going to do before I put that on there? I'm going to put another coat of this on. So I would like to lighten it up a little more. When I was applying my glue, because I'm real smart, I was using a brush, and I've started doing that. I've started using a brush to apply the glue for these windows because I go back over the outside on the edges now to keep it from coming loose. And there's glue on that corner. Don't get in there. No, no, no. Don't want that to get in the window. And I grabbed the wrong brush for the glue. Long story short, and it didn't have paint in it, but it wasn't clean like the other one. And so, I mean, I guess it did have paint in it. It didn't have like paint, but it had not been cleaned like the other one had. So the remnants got spread onto the back of the wall. And so all I'm trying to do is improve the overall look of the back because we will be looking inside. So I decided to stop what I was doing and do another one like this. I just want to make sure it's not going to run, and then I'm going to put it back on. I am going to make sure it doesn't run. Particularly these up here. All right. Now it's showing a little darker, but when it dries, it's the same color as the furniture. It's the same paint I use for the furniture. I mean, it's not hard to fit together a 4-piece wall model, but I am proud it goes together well, even though it is 4 pieces. Oh Lord, they dropped that box hard, dude. They just dropped off a Christmas present, and it sounded like they dropped off rocks, and I couldn't see the drop. If anything's broke, I'm gonna fuss. Yeah, I'll have to remember to get that before I go get AJ, but it's on the way out. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, you're right. There does need to be some more accents. And you know, the person that's getting this is an S scale modeler with an S scale layout. So I'm fairly certain, and I'll be asking for updates. I'm fairly certain that they will be making some additions to this. Um, Actually, probably now that I think about it, we really need a door on this side too. I will probably print one for this side. Don't you think? Because that wouldn't be hard. I mean, I'm not probably not going to do the frame too. I mean, I guess I should maybe. I just got to do them thin. But really, I need the door on the inside of the wall too, and that's something I would have never thought about before. You know. Oh Lord, thank you for telling me. They just told me my gifts here, which I already knew, and it made my phone fall. I think I'm gonna go about this watching the chat different next time. I got an idea. Can I get you to stay there, please? So on my nerves. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it here. I can still see it. All right. So yeah, I need a door in there, but this is what I want to make sure. If this fits, we're golden. Golden if this fits. close. I don't think we're golden. This actually, I mean, it's on there. It goes about what I made it, about a half a millimeter in each, but I should have let it go in a millimeter each. And then let's see if I can do this without that. See, these, they have things on here, and so it goes together pretty well already. But that's what that beam in there does, is that it makes it sit exactly like where it should, and then these roofs, the eaves come together and they don't slide. Like, it's there where they're supposed to be right now, but they're not going to stay there without adhesive, which I'm not going to be gluing the roofs, because they want to see the inside. So I need this guy in here as a holder, because if you could glue this, you got no trouble. You just glue it there right like that and you're done, you know. But we're not able to glue this because we want to be able to do this to see the interior. So, but we're all good. I'm gonna reprint this. I think. I mean, I can do it on here, but here's the thing again. These folks are going to be working with the interior, right? And so they're going to be taking these roofs off and on a good bit, and just considering all, thank you, Lee, and just considering all that, I need to make sure it's the best fit it can, so it's not up there and good and sturdy, so when they are taking these roofs off and on, they don't have an issue. Because I don't think it's quite as long as I would want it to be. Okay. Maybe we're not going to mess with it. So what I do want to do is I want to find the brush I use, the right brush I use. I don't think that's it. It's not. I get my brushes mixed up. There it is. All right. What I want to do first is I'm going to come here. And this little lip is, oh no. Got it. All right. Here is wanting to come up. And so what I'm hoping to do is get that glued down well. Now I want to glue in here. It won't run down in the window. And that's the purpose of the brush. This is an old hard brush. It just kind of, it doesn't really brush. It's kind of pointy, but it serves a purpose. I mean, it's already a worthless brush anyway. Now, hey Kyle, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. All right, let's make sure. Oh, it fits good. Like a glove, man. And that piece. Extra up here because we want this thing secure. This is not coming out. But it's so the roofs always can. All right. Now, what I need to do is pretend I have glue on these and see how these need to be laid out. Send the text. All right. So while we let that dry, we will place our deck railings. See how we're going to line them up. I can't remember exactly how I do it. I think I might have some ones in the drawer over there, and I might need those too. Looks like I might. It's right over here. Let me just see if I got some or not. These are big enough where they can be cut, but it's better if you don't have to do that. Well, I got the thing, but I didn't have any singles on it. We'll go ahead and do this anyway. I was going to do a contrasting color, but I think I was. Let's see. All right. These actually match. I was thinking about doing a different color brown on there, but I was kind of wondering about doing that anyway. So I've got singles here, and I know I need singles, and that way I won't have to cut any. They just look better if they don't have to be cut. All right, got that one. I don't think I'm going to need any twos. I'm going to need 2 1s and then 1 2. Well, I might need a 2. We'll just have to see what we're going to do in the middle there. I have the deck railings set up in different sizes because I used to cut them, and that didn't look good. And in the smaller scale, it damages the base when you cut them, and then they don't sit right or stand right. Uh-oh, I broke one. There we go. All right, let's see. I hope I didn't. There it is. So I know I need ones out here on the edge. Or not on the edge, on the very, very inside. And so that'll slide in there. I got a cutout here for these two now. I just started doing that. Now there's a recession, so these just sit right in there and they stand up better. And man, I wish I would have done that a long time ago because it is nice. Saves me a lot of trouble. Because I was standing, I would, a lot of times, I would be holding these while they dried to make sure they didn't tilt. I don't have to do that anymore. All right. There and there. Don't want to go too far. Here without stopping to see what we need to do. All right. I am going to cut this one on and look at it. Because I am too far to connect the. I got 45s on these, so they'll come together well in the corners. And it was just a tad too long, so the 45 was sticking out over. This one's still doing it a little. That's better. Got some space in this corner I don't like. Let's see if I can fix it. Because this is the front main corner right here, and I don't need there to be a ugly little space right there where the 45 didn't fit. And if you'll see, it does. They'll make a good 45 as long as they're in the right place. Duh. But I got a little. It's less than one, and I don't know that this is going to be what I want. We might have to come up with a little. I might reprint. I really didn't expect to get held up there. I think we used up the adhesive on that. All right. Come on. All right. Okay. I'm going to have to do the same thing here. Wait, yeah, that's right. Mhm. All right. And then what do I think I need here? Um, all right. I almost feel like, no, maybe it is. I almost felt like my door was off center a little bit. And there we go. All right, there we go. And those little cut pieces don't look bad. So you've got a walkway in there. I used to do beams on this, but you can't have beams and take the roof off and on. Let's see how this is looking. Wonder if I can be daring enough. Probably shouldn't, but you know I will anyway. Let's see here. They'll fit in there. All right. So what this shows me here is that this interior insert right here, I just need to move it. Well, let's see which side. Yeah, this one's too low because see, this one's on the eave running straight down till I moved it just then. But this guy right here is a little bit too far this way. So what I'll do is, because I'm fixing to go get AJ, is I'll take this off and I'm going to move it back this way just a millimeter. And then what'll happen closer to the wall itself, and then that insert will push against the wall and push this up to where it belongs, if you see what I mean. And then it'll sit like this. I can just, it'll sit like this once I do that. It won't stay there now, it's too heavy. But one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to have it up here because I need to check this and this and make sure that they're okay. And that goes in there right. And I'll pick this up just a tad. But I do want to make sure with the roof on that I know how far I can go up without affecting the roof. And it's just a little bit. And then this guy goes here to match. Oh, wrong side. And let's see how that looks. We'll go ahead and put some adhesive here because we can do, well, no, we're going to wait. I can do it. I want to go ahead and do it now. It's because I'm going to stop the stream in a minute. So that might not stay without me doing some time to it. It will. Just need to make sure it's straight. Get the adhesive here. And get underneath here and pick up. But we don't want to move the roof. I want that in there in place because before the top chimney dries, I want to make sure it's lined up. And it's not really to a point anymore where I want to turn it on its side. And so I am going to have to hold this on here. Normally that's what I would do, but we've got the furniture in there. We've got just too much going on to turn this on its side right now. And so I want to make sure that we're not on the ground here because I don't want the chimney to be lower than the base, and that creates a big old mess. So I need it up just a millimeter. Starting to hold. What time we got? 2:50. All right. And I wanted to do that so I can do this. A little bit. I just want to make this will be here like this. That'll be there like that. So this needs to be right here. All right. And we will position and here. And this will be like this. So here we go. Other than the roof not sitting exactly perfectly in place, and I will make that adjustment. Let's see. And that makes this chimney not sit right. That's why I was holding it up where it belongs, because that's where it's sitting right. All right, we got the chimney, your back windows, side windows. Come around here. This is the deck railings that we just did. Got a nice little walkway coming in. And then finally, let's see here. Move this. Do this too, of course. And then we have the interior. I want to thank y'all very much for joining us today. I'm on my way to go get AJ. I hope y'all have a good evening, and I will see you guys hopefully tonight. I might see y'all at Ray's. I'm going to try to make it. AJ and I should be there, and so check out Ray's stream tonight for Sidetrack Sunday. That starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And maybe I'll see you guys there. Thank you for coming, Kyle. Thank you for coming, Lee. Thank you for coming, John. And if you were in here and we didn't see you, thank you for coming too. And if you're watching in the replay, we want to thank you for doing so as well. It looks like I could do both of them a little. And a few or one tag. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you at Sidetrack Sunday tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be streaming tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm going to be airbrushing and starting the series for the Winter Park Balcony House. I'll be doing the airbrushing and stuff for the walls tomorrow. Appreciate y'all coming.